Welcome back. The disappearance of dozens of school children is every parent's worst nightmare. Days turn into weeks. Hope battles fear. And every new development is followed with desperate anticipation. That is the painful reality facing families in Oyo State, where abducted pupils and teachers have now spent weeks away from home. As anxiety continues to grow across the state, Governor Makinde's administration says security agencies are making sustained efforts to secure their safe release.
I want to appeal. We are not taking this lightly. I want to appeal to everybody, citizens, residents, in particular of Orire local government and the rest of your states. I want to appeal that we're doing everything within our power to ensure that this we resolve quickly and we bring our children back safely.
At the same time, claims circulating on social media about the whereabouts of the victims have sparked fresh debate and renewed concern among Nigerians. The bigger question is this: what is actually happening behind the scenes in the search for the abducted children? Are security agencies making meaningful progress? Or has the prolonged captivity exposed the enormous challenges Nigeria continues to face in protecting schools from criminal attacks? As emotions rise and speculation spreads online, separating verified information from unconfirmed claims has become increasingly important. According to the Oyo State government, efforts to rescue the abducted pupils and teachers remain active. In a statement released on Monday, the government assured residents that security agencies were continuing operations aimed at securing the safe release of all those taken during the attack in Orire local government area. Officials stressed that the government remains fully committed to reuniting the victims with their families and bringing those responsible to justice. The government also acknowledged the emotional burden carried by the families since the abduction occurred. Parents have lived with uncertainty for weeks, unsure of the condition or location of their children. The administration expressed sympathy with the affected families and assured them that the welfare of the abducted pupils and teachers remain a top priority. While authorities did not disclose operational details, they maintained that security agencies were working continuously on the rescue mission. The abduction itself shocked many Nigerians because schools are expected to be places of learning and safety rather than targets for criminal attacks. Over recent years, however, schools in several parts of northern and central Nigeria have increasingly become vulnerable to mass kidnappings carried out by armed groups seeking ransom payments or publicity. Although Oyo State has not experienced such incidents as frequently as other northern states, the attack demonstrated that the threat of school abduction is not confined to one region alone. School kidnappings have become one of the most disturbing security challenges facing Nigeria, beginning with the global attention generated by the abduction of schoolgirls in Chibok in 2014. Several similar incidents have occurred in different parts of the country. Armed groups have repeatedly targeted educational institutions because they know such attacks generate widespread fear, attract international attention, and place enormous pressure on governments. Each successful kidnapping also raises concern among parents about whether schools remain safe environments for children. Against this background, the Oyo government faces enormous public expectations. Families naturally want immediate answers, while security agencies often avoid releasing sensitive operational information that could compromise rescue efforts. This creates a difficult balance between keeping the public informed and protecting ongoing investigations. In many previous kidnapping cases across Nigeria, authorities have deliberately limited public disclosures while rescue operations were still underway. The latest government statement comes at a time when speculation on social media has intensified. One of the most widely discussed claims came from journalist and social commentator Kemi Olunloyo, who alleged that the abducted children and teachers were being moved to Katsina State. She also suggested that the kidnapping was politically motivated. These claims quickly circulated online, generating strong reactions from Nigerians and increasing public anxiety. However, it is important to distinguish between verified official information and unconfirmed allegations. As of the government's latest update, authorities have not publicly confirmed the claims regarding the alleged movement of the victims or any political motive behind the abduction. Security agencies have continued focusing on rescue operations while refraining from commenting on reports circulating across social media platforms. In situations involving active criminal investigations, officials often rely on verified intelligence rather than public speculation. Public reaction has remained deeply divided. Some Nigerians express support for Kemi's assertions, believing they deserve further investigation, while others criticize the circulation of unverified information during a sensitive security operation. Security experts frequently warn that rumors shared during kidnapping cases can create confusion, hiding panic among affected families, and potentially interfere with ongoing rescue efforts if inaccurate information spread widely. Beyond the immediate rescue operation, the incident has once again highlighted broader concerns about school security across Nigeria. Over the past several years, federal and state governments have introduced various measures aimed at protecting schools, including improved security coordination, one early warning system, community intelligence networks, and the Safe Schools Initiative. Despite these efforts, attacks on educational institutions continue to occur, demonstrating the complexity of addressing insecurity across different parts of the country. Education advocates warn that repeated attacks on schools carry consequences extending far beyond the immediate victims. Parents may become reluctant to send children back to school, particularly in rural communities where security resources are limited. Interrupted education can affect children's academic development, emotional well-being, and future opportunities. Communities already facing economic hardship may experience additional setbacks as fear discourages school attendance and disrupts normal social life. Psychologists also point to the long-term effects of prolonged captivity on children. Even after successful rescue operations, many young victims require medical care, counseling, and emotional support to recover from traumatic experiences. Families likewise face lasting psychological challenges after enduring weeks or months of uncertainty about the fate of their loved ones. These hidden consequences often continue long after media attention fades. Security analysts argue that preventing future school abductions require more than responding after attacks occur. They recommend stronger intelligence gathering, improved rural policing, closer cooperation between local communities and security agencies, enhanced surveillance around vulnerable schools, and continued investment in rapid response capabilities. They also stress the importance of addressing the broader criminal networks responsible for organized kidnappings rather than focus only on individual incidents. The Oyo State government has reiterated that its priority remains the safe return of every abducted child and teacher. That objective reflects the hope shared by families, educators, and millions of Nigerians who continue following developments closely. Every passing day reinforces the urgency of achieving a peaceful resolution while ensuring the victims are reunited safely with those waiting anxiously for their return. The ongoing situation also serves as another reminder that protecting children requires sustained cooperation between governments, security agencies, schools, communities, and parents. Safe learning environments remain essential for national development, and every successful attack against a school represents an attack on education itself. As rescue efforts continue, Nigerians will be hoping that the next official announcement brings the news every family longs to hear, that the children and their teachers are finally coming home safely. For more updates and in-depth analysis, stay with us on News Express. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am Cassie Tony, and many thanks for watching.